Welcome back to tier lists today. It's been a bit, but we are here with Muse Snap. Muse, how you doing today?
Not too bad. Happy to be here. I know we had talked about it a little bit where you kind of stole my bit. So usually I start all my videos with, "How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the Snap Academy. I'm Muse." But today I'm at the Snap Academy.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to be here. I'm at the actual Snap Academy.
Awesome. So today we're going to be tier listing one cost cards. So there is over 60 of them, which is a lot, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty defined that there are some really good one costs and the Mantises of the world, which don't see
Yeah.
flag ever. So
You play people play them a little bit when they start off the game, and then you're like, oh, I've got some really cool variants for this card, and then you play it later for the variant just because you want to play it every once in a while, and then there's going to be some duds here for sure.
yeah. All right. So without further ado, won't spare you any more time with our banter going back and forth. Let's get right into the tier list, and we're going to be starting off with an early series classic in Agent 13. What do you think about Agent 13, Muse?
Okay, so Agent 13, and I was actually just talking about Rez about this as well. All of the agents have a special the kind of feel in my heart. So I'm not like a top tier ladder guy. I'm the off meta deck guy. We're making cool decks, but unfortunately, Agent 13 doesn't make a single list ever. Even when I'm like, oh, I'm going to play the agent list, she doesn't make it, which is highly unfortunate. So I'm kind of looking at everything. My kind of thought process for the tier list was, S tier, like you're putting this, it's a plug and play in every single deck. A tier, that's like good in its archetype. So it's like it's a high evo card, or like it's an afflict card. B tier, it's like you don't have another option, and then everything after that, it's just like we said, it's Mantis on the bottom there, and then graduating up from that. So that's kind of the way I'm thinking about it. And unfortunately, for me, Agent 13 is going to be a very middling card, and I'm gonna give it a low C. I'm gonna give it a low
Uh,
C tier. I can't completely hurt the girl, but
mm,
like in my thought, like she doesn't make a single deck, but like you're happy to see her when she like is in your hand or something. Like you get an X mansion, and then you get something cool off of her. But other than that, our poor girl here.
yeah, I agree. She's in a bit of a bleak situation here. I think a lot of the old generators have kind of like fallen by the wayside. You look at a card like Coulson. Like Coulson
Mm.
hasn't been played since Arishem was nerfed, and the only reason he got played beforehand was because he was really good on turn two in Arishem. All
Yeah,
these
I forgot
cards
about
need
that.
something like Helicarrier, Coulson, like all these shield
Oh,
cards. They need something.
see,
Maria Hill
it's
is the
funny.
only one.
This is literally the second time I've talked about this. So my idea for a card, and Glenn, I hope you're listening. This is the second time I brought this up. Is we need Coulson's convertible, and every time you play a shield card on top of it, you get plus 1 energy. That way, it sucks it up, and you get something off of it, and you're not like losing any board space. So this is how we fix shield. We're gonna start a petition and call Glenn, and we're gonna drop it in the season somewhere. It can be a limited time game mode pass, but this is how we fix shield. I will die on that hill.
What would the stats on that card be? So it merges
It,
into the card?
yeah, so you've got the card. It can be like a two drop, a 2-0, a 2-3. I don't even care. And then you put that down, and then you put the shield card on top of it, and then it just merges everything into one, and then you get an energy. So it could start at a 2-10 for all I care. Just give me the board space.
At 2 negative
And
10, it's a really good card in the Nihilist, so I think that might cause an issue.
It's,
But
I mean, we're trying to merge and get energy off of it. I mean, you're kind of feeding it up, you're putting gas in the tank. You're putting gas in the tank and getting an energy. So it keeps your board clear. You get an energy. You can do more broken things.
I
Those
think
are my thoughts.
I think something like that for created cards could be cool. Like a 2/3 that merges your created cards for extra
But
energy.
but we don't want created cards because the problem with all of these archetypes, I mean, you got like it even makes Mantis. I mean, if we could do that too, like a card that creates a card, that way, because your problem with created cards in general, and this is probably going to be for a few of these cards, is you run out of board space. So anything that like
Some of
creates a
them.
card that doesn't hang out by itself, that isn't good enough, is it's just bad, in my opinion. Which is why we can't play Shield. So I feel like yeah, that's the only Shield card at one drop. But Yeah.
I think that based on the fact that we need to do a new card, I can't be nice to her. We gotta put her in D tier. Like, we have to come up with these new cards to justify running her in a single deck, so...
That's fair. We did do a lot of theory crafting there. I will agree with the detail. We went off on a we're 10 minutes into this already. This is what one of my streams, and this is how you make good decks, by the way. You just go off on tangents. You're like, oh, what happens? Can we make that work?
Yeah, so honestly, with like deck building, like some of the times, like I've made some of the best decks I've ever made doing a completely different thing. Like last season, I made a cool Man Spider Fastball Adamantium deck that I ended up was the bulk of my climb up to rank 5 in the world. I made that.
That was your fault.
That started originally as a Wiccan deck. Like
I feel like a lot of my decks are Wiccan decks too.
No, it was Esme Cuckoo, no bad hits Wiccan. And and for some reason it completely changed into a crazy Man Spider all-in combo deck. But I digress. But it is kind of on topic because we have Agony coming up next, which is a merge card. Now Agony is
look
really
at that.
Good.
I agree.
I'll start off with Agony.
Okay, I like it.
This card is pretty... At 1-2 it was very, very narrow in its use cases. At 1-3... it's become a lot more open in its use cases, specifically with two main cards. I'm looking at Maverick and Man Spider specifically. Maverick Agony is one of the most powerful 2-card combos in the game because Maverick is just one of the best cards in the game. And Man Spider gets you the extra merge. You can go like Agony into Luna Snow into Man Spider and you guys got a ton of power. Now Man Spider is worse with the release of Fin Fang Foom, but the Agony Maverick interaction is still very powerful. Agony is also a good card in Moon Girl V-Hand, which is a created card deck. As you mentioned, board space can be an issue for a lot of these created cards. What better way to do 3 power without taking up a board space? I've got Agony in S. I think Agony is one of the best one-drops in the game.
Completely agree with you on this. And also, I love like our different thoughts here because again, I'm the off-meta guy. I'm like, what's a wacky combo? For me, in Agonies, that's turning on a Superior Spider-Man immediately. Yeah. You know, that's going to turn on, I don't even know. It just turns on so many different things that just need that extra power. It turns on a Jack Flag, honestly. So, like, you know, all those little things that can go into. But I do, yeah, Agony, that's for sure. That's S tier. There's no question about it. I will also die on that hill.
Let's move on to Chavez. Now, this is a card that's gone through a lot of different iterations.
So you remember when she was a 6-drop?
Yeah. That was crazy strong. We're looking at 1-2 plus 3. That's good. That's just good stats. It's good in bounce. It's a solid card. The non-targeting of it makes it a little bit weaker. But if you just need a generic 1-drop, I mean, if you're just looking for generic stats, it's a 1-5. That's the best you're going to get at 1. In terms of it compounding. Obviously, you can look at something like a Hydra Bob or a Nightcrawler for just general stats and the movement ability. But I think Chavez is good.
See, I like because this is how I kind of described the tier list too. Mm-hmm. I put her at B because, you know, she's good. You're not upset when you play her. You'd probably rather play something else, honestly. But on turn 1, how many options do you really have? Like, you're not playing her on turn 6. You're not, honestly, you might not play her on turn 5. I feel like she's a turn 1 through 3. After that, she's just stuck in your hand. So, but like, again, I'm not mad at playing her. I'm not mad at bouncing her. I'm not mad at a lot of things with her. But like, I'd rather do other things because it's turning on the other stuff. Yeah.
The main thing that I want to get at with these 1 costs in particular is that they're curve fillers. So not necessarily it's not like a 2 cost where it's like significantly worse on turn 4 than it is on turn 2. These cards kind of keep their value throughout in a sense. Like a lot of times, like you could say, oh, I played Luna Snow on 3 and I have a 4-drop I want to play on 4. I can play 1+4. There you go. I think 1 costs flexibility and the fact that Chavez is so general and her effect is in use until basically turn 6, so you get 5 turns of use out of her effect. That's not like something like a Deadpool, which we're going to get to in a few minutes, where if you don't draw it like by turn 3, it's a dead card. I would incline to put Chavez in A. I think that it could be moved down. I definitely don't think she's S tier. But based on the quality of these 1-cost cards, when I put them all into the tier list, I think Chavez is going to be A tier here.
I'll give her low A. I feel like there's got to be a few things better than her.
There definitely is, and we're gonna get to a few of them, like one of them very quickly. But first up, Ant-Man. Now, Ant-Man is solid.
He's an OG. He's a 1/5.
He's been there. He's a 1/5. He's consistently a 1/5. He works with cards like Valkyrie. I absolutely love that combo. He also works in decks like Ongoing. Ongoing's a pretty good deck. He's got more homes than Chavez. I know we're ranking a lot of these high up early on, but the early alphabet is really stacked in terms of one-cost cards.
But I would put it is an ongoing. It is ongoing, but like I actually cut Ant-Man a lot in my deck, so it's just probably why I've never high infinite, honestly, because I just feel like I'd rather do other things. I'm trying to find my 20. Oh no, I've got it in my 2099. Never mind, he's in Doom 2099. He's A tier. He's still there. He's A tier.
2099, but yeah, he's definitely solid. Are you running Spectrum in that list?
No. Okay, so this is a weird list. It's Ant-Man, Chamber, Moondragon, which I want to turn into Jack Flag. I just don't have it yet. Luna Snow, Shang-Chi.
Really oh, Shang-Chi.
Doom.
Is it Nucci?
And then no, the old Shang-Chi.
Okay, yeah.
And then Iron Man, Blue Marvel, because I wanted to add the Black Flag, Jack Flag.
Mm-hmm.
Thing, Doctor Doom, Alioth, Fin Fang. So it's like a ramp Doom deck. It's not a greedy Doom deck.
I think you probably want some more enablers if you want the Foom though. And also, did you say Alioth? That card is bad now.
Well, yeah, it just got the nerf today. And I might take that out for something else. But it curves so nicely. It's actually the deck I got to infinite with.
There you go.
I accept it. But yes, Ant-Man above Chavez for sure.
All right. Arana.
Are we going? Okay, I'm about to say, we're going high left or low right.
Yeah. So, Arana is a move card, and
she is a move card.
Move cards are very good cards. Is something that I've learned. I think she's strong, and I know early half the alphabet. I promise we're gonna get to ones that aren't in A tier, but we'll
skip into the middle for the next one.
I do think Arana is A tier. I think she's worse than Chavez.
I agree with that. Yes, I
think just the utility of the movement.
It's the movement.
Could argue B. I think you can argue B tier now, especially since there's decks like Move Bounce that have gone by the wayside. Human Torch was nerfed. Generally, I'm inclined. Actually, the more that I think about it, the more that I think it's just Hydra Stomper. That's the good move deck, and the Arana stuff has kind of gone out. I'm fine putting her in B tier.
Yeah, auto movers. I'd put her. Yeah, because she's good for what she does. I'd like being able to move things. I accept B tier. I would rather play an America Chavez in like every other deck, but in move, like again, she's probably the first one I usually cut as well. I don't think in my move bounce deck, I do not have her. But that's also a Lin-Lee deck. I play weird decks. I play really weird decks.
Lin-Lee's post buff. That card's legit now.
Yeah, that I've got a Lin-Lee move bounce deck. Love it. So much fun. It's stupid.
Really fun. Bast now. So context: C3 with Magus going to 2/3 might be the best deck in the game. Full stop.
That's fair, but
I also think he's B tier.
I put Bast in C tier.
Really?
Because it's good in one deck now. Because it used to be, you remember you would do the Agent Venom, plus the Bast, Athena, and it would get nuts.
Now too, the Bast Agent Venom stuff. I was playing that with Jack Flag, and I was winning a lot.
Okay, I haven't played that one in a while. I don't know. It's a 1/1. It does some cool stuff, especially with Mysterio. You get to build your own mini Doom. Okay, I'll put B tier above Arana.
I think it's below Arana in B.
You think below Arana?
I think Arana is just there. I think Arana is one of the highest in B, if not going to be the highest. I think Bast is solid. I think C tier for me is kind of like that fringe where you can justify it, but it's not good.
Okay. B
is just actively good in at least one deck.
Okay, B is one. Okay, see, I was thinking C was one deck. That's why I was giving it the. Okay.
I think. Okay. I think the main thing I'm gonna say is like S is either like All Star goes everywhere, or it's really like unbelievably strong in. Even if it can be just one deck, but if it's just like OP, like nerf this now, it can go in S. A is that, like, good in multiple decks, or just very strong card, doesn't need a nerf. B is kind of that, it's good, but it isn't great. And also, it could go in multiple decks, just, it's an alright card. C is, you can play this, but you gotta give me a reason why. D is just no, and then F is Mantis. So let's go with Bast and B.
Okay, I accept that. Yeah, low B after that. Just let's grab Mantis now. We'll throw her an F. That way we can see everything.
Yeah, we can grab Mantis now. Where is she? Hold up.
In the CJ.
Yep,
yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Very good. Very good. Glad we took care of that.
All right, Batroc. Now this guy is the bane of my existence.
S. I don't even care. Just above Agony, like
it's the best one cost card in the game.
Yes,
it's
and it's so good, and it moves off of anything. So if they're playing a move deck, you're good. If you're playing a move deck, you're good. If they're playing Scream, you're good. Yeah, but I have always liked that card. It's 100% full stop. Love. Is it Batroc or Batroc? I need someone to tell me.
I think it's Batroc, but I don't know. I play the game. Well, I don't know the characters.
That's fair. I've never seen this Frenchman in my life until Marvel Snap.
What's it called? I've been seeing this guy on ladder now for 4 months, and it's equally as frustrating every time.
It's fair. I played
high
in Sanctum. With Sanctum's going on right now, it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid.
This card is so good. I cannot believe it didn't get nerfed, is what I'm going to say. Like, this guy to 1-0 just kind of seems like a free spot on the bingo sheet.
Right. That happened to Silver Sable, who's coming up later. And, same deal, honestly. Like, as soon as they figured out how to do it, it should be a 1-0 just like Silver Sable.
All right. Black Cat. Now, I think Black Cat is a good card to come up here because I think she perfectly embodies the C tier. You can play her in end of turn. She's a decent one-drop you can run. She's just most of the time worse than Bob. I personally like her if I'm going to run like an Adam Warlock deck because it's an easy way to get Adam Warlock online. And second of all, she can discard herself later if she was an Adam Warlock draw, so my hand doesn't get clogged and I can still get the draws because I don't want to play her late. I want to play her on turn 1 or realistically not at all.
This is another one that was another rework. Is that just like where they banish like OP cards to you're a 1-drop now? You're banished.
Well, the thing with Black Cat was that she was bad for a long time, and then they put her at 410, and it was like, okay, hell, I can like legitimately use this now. And then they were like, we don't like this, we'll move her to 2-6, and then nobody played her. And they're like, we'll move her to 1-5. And then she was the best stats for cost 1-drop, and now everyone's like, I'm gonna play Black Cat because it's really good stats for cost, and like I can fit a 1-drop on my curve. Now it's kind of like, why do I ever play her over Hydra Bob?
Oh yeah, for sure. So, Hydra Bob every time. C tier because she's got some use cases. I'll give her C tier. 1 deck. Just got 1 deck.
All right, Black Knight. How the mighty have fallen.
Okay. Oh, dude, this deck used to be so much fun. What happened?
The first thing that happened was Zabu got nerfed. When Zabu went from an ongoing to a non-reveal, it hurt this really bad. And
this was like 3 years ago.
It was like 2, yeah. It was one of the best decks in the game before that. And then it was solid again. I hosted a tournament over the summer, and Black Knight lost to Move by 1 game. And this was the peak of Move's power. With it was, I think, 1-2 Human Torch still at that time. Oh, really good Black Knight player, Tommy. And he has since quit Black Knight. He was a Black Knight 1-trick, and he quit it. That's how bad it's got.
Man, Black Knight.
Bad, man. It's
okay. I really at least tough. Give him low C. He has 1 deck. It's not viable, but he's got a deck.
That sounds like 1813 to me.
Yeah, you're right.
You can play her in these generation decks. Like, it's not the worst card ever, but it's not a good card.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's something I don't want to do with this anymore. Although, that used to be so much fun. And then you just had a 4 whatever ready to go, and it's indestructible. It sounds like it should still be awesome. I need to make this in my notes. I'm making a new Black Knight deck.
There you go. I think the large problem is that Star-Lord just puts up way more points than 20, and also Fin Fang Foom is a card now. It's in Shadow King.
These are things that are in the meta. I think I'm just blacked out the last 2 months. I try not to think about them.
You.
Like we're playing Magus now because we don't want to play other cards. Okay, yep, you're okay. High D, definitely above Agent 13 though, for sure.
Blade is really strong. I would put Blade in A. What do you think about Blade? I'll go second here.
Okay, I see. Okay, Blade could go just kind of the way things are right now. What we're looking at, yes, it's for sure at least high A, but it could be low S because it does just it's got good targeting. It's reliable for the most part. Okay, A, high A, above everything else because it's in all the discard decks. You can't play a discard deck without Blade. He's iconic. High A.
I think the main difference between Agony and Blade is that Agony works with cards like Manspider and Maverick, which are better than what Discard does. They're doing the same thing. Agony just goes in better decks.
Yeah, it does go in better decks, which sucks because like the card itself, I think, is better, but for sure the Agony decks are better than discard decks. I don't think the data mines have said. There's really no new discard stuff coming out anytime soon, is there?
I can't think of anything. I don't think they like discard, but
they don't like discard.
We gotta get a move on here. Clea.
I'm a Clea believer.
All right.
I will give Clea low A because there's so much you can do with it. You get the minus power spells. You can put it in a whole lot of things. Shang-Chi plus Clea is awesome. Marvel Boy plus Clea is awesome. Goes in a zoo deck. The spells don't take up space. You're afflicting stuff. It's a very versatile card.
None of what you said involved good. Marvel Boy?
Afflicting's good.
Is Marvel Boy good? Is Marvel Boy good? Is
Marvel Boy can be good.
Thing 2 is a card.
Hey, I'm the off meta guy. I'm about fun here.
I know.
Clea is S tier fun.
She is S tier fun. I know a lot of people absolutely love her, and I did see somebody get pretty high on the ladder running a Clea deck. I just think at the end of the day, it can be a little clunky to play out.
That's for sure clunky. It can be.
There was one change I heard for Clea that I think makes the card where you said an A tier. It is the Flames of Faltine have the extra text. If you played a spell last turn, this costs 0. So it wants you to chain the
Black
spells. Or maybe you could restrict it to if you played Flames of the Faltine last turn. So it wants you to kind of get a chain reaction going. Where you're not spending extra energies on the spells. You only have to invest the 1. And then every other turn that you're getting the spell, whether it be like a Shang-Chi proc or a Muffle Boy proc, they all cost 0. So you're kind of just snowballing there. And it takes effort on 1 cost. Obviously vulnerable to Killmonger and Electra, who we're about to get to. I think that's a good change. That would put her up tiers. I don't think it's going to be too strong. I think like -4 on the Flames, then we're looking at like, okay, this is a little ridiculous. But I think she's closer to being strong than people think. I think she's
one for sure better than Bast. I think she's probably 1 card away from just being broken and then being a menace on society. Do I know what that is yet? No. But it could be Magus, honestly. It could be Magus.
My thing with Magus is, what is it copying?
It's copying the Clea.
So how are you buffing that then?
I don't know. You're the high rank player. How do you buff your everything?
Is buffing her. The problem isn't Clea herself. It's a 1/3 that gives you 1/3s. It's a good card. The problem is that the cards
you copy. So you play another 1-drop. You copy the Shang-Chi with the rings. Yes. So you have you got the honor reveal of the Shang. Oh, it's on. It doesn't have the honor reveal. I forgot. Never mind. I forgot that was a thing. I always just pull the ongoings. Okay, I tried to give her a case. She's B tier. Let's go.
Deadpool. A classic.
S tier. Low S. Done.
It's a doubler. Certainly, it's probably the worst of them, or one of the worst. Definitely not the worst. One of them. Destroy is honestly, it's better than it has been in a while.
Destroy is always in a decent spot. It's never bad. It's never great, which is probably a good, healthy spot for it to be in.
It's probably just between Clea and Arana.
Yeah, I agree with that statement. It's funny because you can use the Arana to buff it, as well as the Bast.
Yeah,
if you want to get real crazy.
That buffing you with Bast is very crazy. But
why would you do that? No idea. But you can.
You can. All right, we got to get a move on. Deftening Chord.
S tier. Done. Gut check.
It got nerfed.
Low S. It's fine. I don't need the -1. I need to turn off Athena. I need to turn off the Morbius. I need to turn off the Mobius. It's most people now, because everyone's playing so greedy. If they do have a Sunspot down, you're turning it off immediately.
Yeah, I think that it's still way stronger than people give it credit for. My question is it better than Blade? Because I think it's A at least.
Yeah, you can put it in way more decks. Because
the problem
I'm always happy putting it in the deck.
It's no stats.
Nah, I don't care about stats. The stats are turning off their stats.
I kind of agree. I do
the
think
stats are turning
good.
off their stats. You turn off Athena, you turn off a Sunspot, you're happy. That's what, a bajillion points? You turn off the Jim Hammond Human Torch, that's a bajillion points.
That's a hit right now. My main contention here is I'm definitely playing it over Chavez. Generically, what does it bring necessarily? At -1 afflicting, it was definitely S tier. My question is, what kinds of decks can subsidize a 1-0 that doesn't do anything effectively in honestly quite a lot of games? So the meta has shifted pretty high up the cost curve. You're looking at decks like Star-Lord. You're looking at a sharp increase in stuff like Cosmo that I doubt will ever see a downcrease until the card is nerfed. I think
different Cosmo. That's a good boy.
I'll give you low S, but I think it's going to be the lowest in S.
I'm okay with low S. Low S makes me happy. Like I said, it's a good filler card. You fill in where you need to, and you're like, oh, they just left that wide open. Bye-bye.
All right. Ebony Maw. I think you got to put this guy in C now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. On to the next one. Echo. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Oh, I love Echo. I love Echo.
I got a great variant
for her. It's my favorite in the whole game.
All right, gut check. I want to give Echo high B.
High
just
B.
Just because it can be great if people forget about her, but sometimes they don't, and you can play around her. And I would give her high B. Maybe below Deadpool.
I think below
Deadpool
is
Clea.
where I want to say. She's been seeing some use case lately as a way to block your Star-Lord from getting Cosmoed, which I think is really funny. But also, it's just a one-cost tech card. And one-cost tech, as we see with Deftening Chord, always has some value. Especially if you need to turn off ongoings, which can also be pretty difficult to interact with if you don't have kind of tech for them. So I'd put her in B. I think she's solid.
I like that.
And I think this next card fills a similar vein, albeit a little bit better in Electra. Electra, I would probably put at the top of B tier.
I need to play more Electra. I always think I really wish I had an Electra right now.
Yeah. This is just like a 1A. This is really nice.
Yeah, right. There you go. See, you're turning off the stuff. Yeah, I agree with high B. High B for sure.
Yeah. Ghost Spider. Now, this is a move card that's better than Arana. It's same stat line, but it allows for more like jukes, and you can move it after and reposition. I would put Ghost Spider above Blade in the A tier.
I agreed, actually. Yes, it does. It fills that same purpose, but I think it does do it better.
Hawkeye. I know one player that plays Hawkeye, and they play Hawkeye and Bounce as a scaler, and it's not bad. It's pretty solid. It is the best bounce list, in my opinion.
As someone who has played that bounce deck to death, back when I used to do tournaments, this was my go-to. I hate the timing of Hawkeye. I hate the timing because I wish it was at least same turn. Whatever, it's the next turn that kills me because it doesn't proc on the bounce. You can't put a bounce card on top of it and get the proc. I think that this is a low C card.
You can if you play it on the next turn.
No, because if you have
Hawkeye
it in the next
and
turn,
then Beast right lane on turn 4, if you play a card right lane turn 5, it does proc the Hawkeye.
Yeah, but the beast itself won't proc the Hawkeye,
Yeah, the beast doesn't proc. You have to play another card.
which that's the part that pisses me off.
Yeah, I think C is where I'm landing here.
Yeah,
Between
I
Black Cat
agree
and
with
Maw.
C. Yeah, I agree with that. It has some utility, and I can sometimes justify playing it for sure. But yeah, I like how we have a little bell curve going on.
Yeah,
right
we
now.
gotta. It's getting close to one. Headpool. Now, Headpool is pretty solid in Destroy, and I think we put him right next to Deadpool because I think it's fun.
I agree. I agree with that. But one above Headpool. I like him just a little bit more.
Yes, I agree. I
Yes.
think he just has generally more utility. It's less of an
Yep.
issue if you draw him late. He gets a lot of power for free. I think he's pretty solid. Now, this
Yeah.
next card is not pretty solid, and he is saved from the F tier because of, I think, you can use him to thin deck with Kraglin to get your Xiao Lao. That was something I legitimately saw. Also, just, I think he has a little bit more use case than Mantis, and Mantis is, to be fair, there's only 2 cards on this entire list, I think, that will go join Mantis in the F tier, and Howard's not one of them. I'd put him in D.
I agree with D at the bottom of D.
Yeah,
But I'm trying to think of like what the other card is you are thinking of for F tier.
we'll get to them, honestly, soon. Bob.
It better not be in Baku.
It's not in Baku, no.
Okay, then we're good. Okay,
Bob. What do you think?
S tier. It's still S tier. If not, it's at least high A above Gwenpool.
I'm thinking
Gwenpool.
this, because I think we're going to get to another card shortly that is Bob, but better.
Bob, but better. Okay, I
It was
I
newly
guess when he was a
buffed.
1.
It was newly buffed.
What got buffed today? I forgot.
It was not today. It was the last
Okay,
bit, yeah.
then we're good.
But
Okay,
think-
yeah, I guess 1.5 he was S, 1.4 high
he's A. Yeah.
I can go with
This is
that.
generally a good card.
I don't play him a lot anymore, but
I play him in
play him in
Aurora.
the Batroc
He's
sometimes.
He's nasty
You
in
play him in
Aurora.
Aurora?
He's really good
I don't
there.
play a lot of Aurora.
Aurora's fun. It's I think the best tech deck that you can like reasonably play. And after you play Star-Lord enough times, you want to just tech the hell out of them.
That's
Especially
fair.
when you
I
see
actually
starts with
thought
Star-Lord negative everywhere.
I thought about bringing back the old. You remember the Thanos tech list? Thought about bringing that back.
Yeah, I know someone was trying stuff with Thanos Jack Flag Aurora.
That could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I might get down with that. I just need to get Jack Flag first. Iceman.
What do you think?
Between, I'm going B tier.
Whoa, this is where I cannot put this guy in B. This guy's got to go A for me.
Okay, at least you're thinking higher.
it's-
Because like the amount of times where I get hit with an Iceman, I'm just like, how?
Yeah.
How does this always happen to me?
Yeah.
And then it got the buff to where you can see the card.
That-
okay, I
that
forgot about
was
the
what-
buff. Yeah, that makes
that
it A.
was what
That makes it
happened.
A.
He was
Yep.
probably low B tier before the buff. Post buff, this guy is just he's Spider-Ham's partner in crime. You're on Iceman, Spider-Ham, and everybody hates you. Spider-Ham
Let's
did
go
get
outs-
nerfed with him not showing the animation anymore indirectly, but
Yeah,
I do think
that bug sucks.
Iceman is. I think he's between Ghost Spider and Blade here.
See, I was gonna go between Blade and Ant-Man.
I think Blade. I think discard in general is a bit of a weaker strategy.
Okay, I will accept these terms and conditions.
Iron Fist. It's kind of just like Arana, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I gotta find Arana. Yeah,
Arana's in high B, so I think
I'd put after Echo.
I would honestly do after Clea.
Yeah, okay.
I
It's
think-
less clunky.
I think this card was really good in Move Bounce. And Move
Yeah.
Bounce is a solid deck. It is not a great deck. When Move Bounce was everywhere, this guy was A+.
Oh yeah, that was.
Now
Yeah.
I don't really think so.
Yeah, that Human Torch nerf really just decimated
Yeah, that's what happened.
for sure. Yeah,
And-
poor Iron Fist.
Yeah, I hate Move Bounce, so I'm really happy it's gone. Let's talk about Jim
I used to
Hammond
play this.
quickly. This card saw a massive glow up with Sunlord to the point where I got to put this guy probably above Aranya, or honestly above Headpool. Above Headpool, probably.
Yeah, above Headpool. As soon as Sunlord gets nerfed, I'll never see this card again. Hopefully, yeah, it gets. That's what I've seen this up to like 20 power. It's ridiculous.
It's pretty solid. when it comes to all
Yep.
that stuff. It's the best one card. You can't cut it from the deck. It's just
No, you can't cut it on the deck.
Yeah.
Honestly, with it being so needed in the deck, I would honestly put it top of B tier.
I think Electra and Arana are a bit better. I think you can
think
play
so?
Sunlord without Jim Hammond, but Jim Hammond is a notable upgrade.
Heard.
That being
Okay,
said,
okay.
I think all the cards in A are better, even if he's
That's
better
fair.
in that one specific niche. Let's talk about King Eitri. He's good in Agamotto. I
played in Agamotto. I then you could turn him into other things.
He's solid in Thanos Aurora.
But yeah,
I gotta put him below Bast and B. I think he's above the C tier cards, but
You think he's above C? Below? Okay, I accept that.
I don't think
accept
he's
that
better
because
than Bast.
he at least makes multiple decks. You're happy when you pull him on turn 1. After that, you're just like, I can do something with this
like,
maybe.
He's decent as a curve filler, but in general, it takes like a decent deck building cost to even run him. Now Kingpin, who I think is going to go in the C tier because Scream is a bad deck.
Yeah,
And
Scream used to be so good.
although Kingpin
I-
is not a horrible card, this is where I got him.
Yep, no, that's an easy one on the Kitty Pride.
Xiao Lao happened. This card used to be low C tier, and Xiao Lao happened, and now I don't think I can put it any lower than low A.
I mean, yeah, and I've always liked Kitty Pride. Kitty Pride used to literally break the game. Did Kitty Pride just be like a 1/3 at one point? That was wild.
So the one that broke the game, you could choose when to return.
Yes,
her to
because
hand
you
if it's broken.
pull her back to hand, then put her in,
And then she was broken balance wise as a 1/0 that got +2, and then
I
they made
remember
her
that,
a
yeah.
1/2 that got +1, and then that was too strong, so they took another point off of her. This is one of the most storied cards in Snap. It's a fan favorite. Everyone has a good Kitty Pride split.
Oh yeah.
I'd probably put her at low A. I think I'm happy
Yeah.
Shala brought it back though. I think she's a cool
Yeah,
card.
I am. That's the only part of Zhao Lao that's good is the Kitty Pride. That's it. Being able to play Kitty Pride again.
I got a good split on
Korg.
Shao, so I'm biased.
Oh.
Korg. Now this
Um,
this is C for me. It's worse than
I agree. I was gonna say, just right above Ebony Maw because it just pisses me off.
I think it's a bit. Honestly, I could see it. I think Hawkeye's better than him. Yeah. Darkhawk is
Yeah.
kind of just dead.
Yeah, it's super dead. Doesn't do enough anymore.
Talk about dead cards. Let's talk about Loki.
Were you about okay? Loki deserves to be one above Howard the Duck, and that is it. That is where I draw the line. It's fun. It is S tier fun, but it's not good. Remember when it was in your hand? We're just telling story time with all these cards as well. Again,
Yeah.
It used to be a 3-something that got demoted to a 1 cost. That's where they put all the broken cards. In the next 2 years, Zhao Lao is going to be a 1 drop card.
I think
You heard it here
Xiao's
first.
problem is a bit easier than Loki's.
Yeah,
But-
but no. Back then, dude, when it did it in your hand, that was so cool.
I'm happy
Now
I took
it's
a
just
break then. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
dude.
When I came back to the game after my break, because I took a break literally, I hit Infinite Loki season. I'm like, I'm done. I came back to the game in like December, and by then Loki didn't work with Collector. It was a 4/5, and then it got nerfed again the next year, but it was actually a buff, and then he was broken again, and then he got nerfed, and he was terrible, and then it was slightly less terrible. Yeah, he used to be. He was F tier at a 2
So good.
cost. I think at 1 cost he's definitely D tier.
Yeah.
Majestic Wingbe. Next card. Majestic Wingbe. It's pretty solid.
I like it. It's a good tech card. I wouldn't put it as not a tech card, but it's a good skill spell.
Yeah.
I would honestly put it. I think B tier. After Clea, before Iron Fist.
I'm higher on this card.
You're higher. Okay.
So
I accept higher.
First-
I'm trying to be conservative here. I'm not trying to give everything
so
what I really want.
first thing, Zombie Galacti. This is one of the best cards in Zombie Galacti, and it
Okay.
is the card that put it from a okay deck to a good deck. Just getting
okay.
that cost reduction is really strong. This card is also strong with Xiao Lao. It's also really strong with cards like Infinity Ultron. It's good with stuff like Fallen One. It was good in the Pixie Man Spider list, which I think you'll maybe start to see come back now. I think this card is solid. I think that it is... -1 cost is really good.
Yeah, I do like the -1 cost. I'm playing with a Dirty 30 deck, and I just put it in there, and hitting that Sarah on turn 4, that's kind of nice. I like Majestic Wingbe. It's a good card. Like I said, I was being conservative, but I mean, I like it. I personally like it more than Electra.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say I think this is probably top of B. It's in a weird spot, but I do think I'd lean higher on it.
It's got more utility for sure.
Let's talk about Maria Hill, which is the
Just
one
stick her
shield
next
card,
to...
which is decent. I want to put her in C tier.
I would say just put her next to Agent 13. just let him have a friend.
I think the fact that you can actually curve her out is enough to put her here, but it's not far. Okay. It beats the cards in D. You can play it and it's fine. It's not
you get your curve. You can put it in a Wiccan deck without. I'm stretching here. I don't know, but I guess you do get the curve out.
The card that makes you actively lose the game. Horrible. F tier, worst card. One of the worst cards in the game.
I've had some luck. I put her in my Shang-Chi deck with the 10 rings, and then if you buff her high enough, she doesn't lose the game for you. I learned that. Still trash though. I agree. Still trash. But above Mad Thinker though. Put her above Mad Thinker.
Actually, you know what? We'll put the stinker last.
Yeah, there we go.
M'Baku,
there we go. Now I'm happy.
Golden Gauntlet champion.
S tier.
S tier fun.
S tier fun.
Realistically,
from the top row.
I think high C tier.
Oh, you're giving it high C. I was actually going to go D tier, just above Black Knight, just for the fun of it.
I think C3 is a...
I guess it has a deck.
I think C3 might be the best deck in the game right now.
Yeah, with the Megas change.
This is a part of C3. It is just good in C3. You need one cost, that one's good. We'll get to one that's better, but I do think that it's solid. Miek.
Miek is one I actually don't know. Because
I haven't seen this guy
never.
Year.
Yeah, I accept. Just because I never even reach for him in anything. D tier's fine.
D tier is more than fine.
D tier's fine.
So we're going to be talking about the high Evo card, Misty Knight.
Okay.
Because obviously vanilla Misty Knight is F tier, yada yada, whatever. Let's talk about the high Evo version, which is honestly very solid. You run her in pretty much every single high Evo deck. It's a good Superior Spider-Man enabler. She on average is going to play for like 1/7. That's good. I think the high Evo version of Misty Knight is probably above Headpool.
Yes, I agree with that. She also can hit your Clea.
Yeah,
just saying.
She can hit Clea.
She hits Clea. She can hit Clea. So that's B tier enough for me.
Moira.
Okay, Moira, I want to put an A tier for Destroy.
I think she can go the lowest in A. I agree. I think all like normal Destroy decks should be running Moira for the main reason that it gets you more deaths. It gets you more venoms. It's a good. It is your high roll now. I think this is the reason why Destroy has been solid since the Androids Assemble season.
Yeah, and I like to play like Moira with Morgan Le Fay as well. That's super nice. So yep,
V-hands?
Just saying. So I like low A tier. Definitely A tier. She deserves that.
I'm looking at this and Majestic looks like it should be an A tier.
Yeah, I
think
agree.
Above Moira.
I was going to say above Kitty Pride.
Yeah, we can do above Kitty. That's fine.
Yeah, I agree with these things.
Nebula.
Nebula used to be such an S tier card.
Yeah, I think C is the place. I think he's worse than M'Baku. I'd rather run M'Baku.
Yeah, I actually think I would too. Unfortunate. Nicholas Scratch, let's go. Now we're just rapid firing.
Oh, this is the favorite card of some, but I think that this card has got to be in the C tier.
Oh, I was end of right above Ebony Maw.
I think after Maria Hill. I think Maria Hill's better.
At least we're in the same general spot.
Yeah. All right. We won't spare time on the next one. Everybody knows it. This is one
Yeah,
below
just
Batroc because Batroc needs a nerf and Nico doesn't, but Nico's
yeah,
really
I agree.
strong. He's been S tier since her release. It's been one of the most consistent cards in the game, in my opinion, one of the most well designed cards in the entire game. She's really fun. She's really good. She's very fair. S tier.
Oh yeah, S tier everything, 100%. We're not doing anything crazy there.
Speaking of S tier, we got a back-to-back here. Nightcrawler, after the buff to 1/3. This is now the best generic 1-cost card in the game, in my opinion.
When did that happen? I do not remember this happening.
Not this OTA, but last OTA. It's
Wow, I
in
missed that one.
Supergiant. It's in Hydra Stomper. It's the new go-to 1-cost. Similar to how Black Cat was at 1/5 and Hydra Bob was at 1/5. This is the... And Spider Ham at 1/2. This is the... If I have a slot that can be a 1-cost, this is who it's going to. Because 3 movable power is straight up really good.
Hey, Jeff's a 2/4 now.
He is a 2/4. But Nightcrawler at 1/3 is just amazing.
Yeah, and you can buff it.
Yeah.
Marvel Boy. See, we're back to the Marvel Boy. See what it is there?
Yeah, Marvel Boy works with all these cards except the skills.
I didn't put that one together at all. I just realized that it does. I'm a jabroni. But it's a movable Marvel. Okay, yeah, I'll take that at 1/3. I accept.
Now on to one of my favorite cards that also isn't good. This is my Agent 13 in a sense. Nova. I love running Killmonger Nova. It's so much fun.
Oh god, it's so old school. I love everything about it.
I ran it all the way up until 2025. I was its strongest soldier.
Were you doing the Surfer?
Yes.
Nova.
Surfer.
I love that for you.
Yep, my first season.
I love that for you.
Back in the game, Surfer with Killmonger Nova. That's how I made the name for myself from like the top Infinite community. I got really high ranked with it. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. That being said, how the mighty have fallen. I'm gonna put him next to Agent 13 because he is D tier.
Poor guy.
But I miss him. I'll put him above Agent
That's
13
fair.
because he was playable more recently.
That's fair. Poor guy. I do miss the Nova. Quicksilver. Here's the deal. It's S tier in Wiccan, D, F, and everything else.
I think that rounds out to low C tier because Wiccan sucks.
Heard. Okay, I accept that.
Quinjet. I wish they reverted this change, but it's still good. It's here. What do you think?
Yeah, I accept. I love Quinjet in every deck that you want a Quinjet, you want to play Quinjet, and you can't take it out. So yeah, high B for sure.
High B, definitely.
I retreat when I retreat when people Electra my Quinjets. So yes.
What do you think about here? I think Quinjet. It's you're typically getting like 3 energy off with it.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
I think it's very solid.
Yeah, like I said, yeah. If it gets messed with, I get angry. So I'll accept A tier.
Rocket Raccoon. It's a good bounce card. That's enough for B.
Yeah. Let me see.
Probably
go
here?
After Deadpool. I would say after Deadpool.
I buy that. Yeah, it's not good in Morgan.
Remember, I'm a regular person.
Yeah.
Like we see Rocket, we're like, I don't know. I'm not bouncing this. I don't know how to play Beast.
Even then, he got cut from some bounce decks. I think it's still a solid card. It's just not a great.
It's the randomness.
It's some people play in ways that it's just like, okay, you really played there. You really played on Jotunheim this turn. Come on, dude.
Right. In Sanctum, it's an S tier card, which is why they banned it.
Yeah. Sauron. So I do a podcast with the #1 Sauron player, Zenade, who has just put Sauron into every single deck. And he made Ask the Team where he asked Glenn about, hey, are you satisfied with the design of Sauron right now? I'm Mastery 30 Sauron. I don't feel great about the card. And Glenn told him to play Nightmare. So, that's not a good sign for the card. I think he's decent. I would put him above Ebony more.
Yeah, because I was going to say at least above Quicks. It does kind of that same thing. Like, it helps out the deck, but the deck's not great. So, yeah, definitely that lower end of the C tier.
Scorn.
A.
Low B.
Low, okay.
This is it.
Have you ever machine gun Kelly'd somebody with a bajillion gambits? Have you ever done that? That's too fun right there.
Look, man, when I do that, I play it in Hella, and I use my Infinity Ultron Stones as fodder, and it goes boom, 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 and it's really fun.
What's wrong with you?
It's great. I got clips of it. I think Scorn is a card that suffers from being the 12th card in its own list. It's just not a ton of points.
In a regular discard, for sure, I agree with that. I'm very biased because I've been playing a lot of Machine Gun Gambit because it doesn't matter if you come at me with a Star Lord. If I delete your entire board, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I love Gambit, so won't see any complaints from me. But I do, in general, think that although it is one of the cards that can be repeatedly discarded multiple times, I generally think that you would be better off running just other cards in that slot. Machine Gun Gambit specifically, you want Scorn, but if it's something like, say, regular discard, if you want to discard something multiple times, I'd rather discard a Weapon H, I'd rather discard an Apocalypse.
Yeah.
I think in general, this card is still okay. I would put it above King Eitri, but I can't really justify putting it above Bast, which is a key enabler in a meta deck.
That's fair. It is the backup plan, at least. I will give you that. I accept.
Seline is terrible. I should put her in D tier.
Yeah.
Probably worse than Miek.
Yeah, I agree. Go.
Silver Sable. We talked about Sable earlier.
We did.
I think he's better than Rocket, and that is all I can.
I'm looking for Rocket there. That's what I was doing. Yeah, just one step above Rocket.
Yeah. The main reason why I think she is better than Rocket is that although I know she cannot scale off skills, which is an issue and probably why she's being kept from the top of the B tier, the reason is that she's also a superior Spider-Man enabler, and she is an easier condition to fill for that +4. Therefore, I think she's B tier, and also Afflictions are better because a lot of cards nowadays scale off their own power multiplicatively. Look at cards like Maverick, and look at cards like Captain Carter, that if you hit a -2 on them, it is insanely important. I generally think that it is a B tier card, though, which is why it's going to stay there. And now Snowguard, who I think is just pretty solid.
Dropping next to Seline.
Really? I thought she was C.
Dropping next to Seline. I never want to play anything because the extra cards cost too much. I sometimes like the location control to turn off Limbo, but that's about it.
Can we put her above above these guys? Can we put her there in D tier?
Yeah, we can put her there. I accept that.
I think she has utility. It's not good utility. I think the problem is that she is face-up location change and location manipulation, whereas I'd rather play Scarlet Witch if I'm going to do that, because it's 2 cost and it's face-down. Or I'd rather play Merlin because the better stats. Just stuff like that. Spider-Ham. He got nerfed. I think he's top of A. Oh.
Let me see what's around him real quick. Above Hydra Bob.
So it would be above Hydra Bob and below Deftening Cord.
Oh, that is high.
Yeah, I think he's really good.
But
this pisses me off.
But looking at the list, I'm like, oh god, I agree.
Honestly, I kind of want to swap him and Cord. Being able to hit anything is strong. Cord is the last card in S. I want to swap
Deftening
these. Cord.
I thought you were saying Korg. I'm like, Korg is like down at the bottom.
I want to swap these for the main reason that Spider-Ham can hit more win conditions than Cord can. And it's also that one more point of power. I think that matters.
Is that important? That one? I guess it is. Yeah.
I think we swap them. I think Cord should be
at least it's at the top.
Yeah, I think this is very fair. Squirrel Girl, you got to put her in B.
Yeah, we'll just She does a few things well, but I like that she's next to the above that. I give her
there.
There. Yeah, that's good. So small on my end.
She can be okay. I think Zoo is honestly a decent bit underrated.
I think Age of Apocalypse might make her a little bit better.
But Age of Apocalypse and that new Ensabonner card might take her up, as well as Seline. I think that this is more so like a little bit investment into what's it called? This video is going to go up on Sunday, so an investment into 2 days from now when you're hearing this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about Sunspot.
Sunspot is my most split card.
Really? I split
Yes.
him. He used to be in like 2023, and then I stopped splitting him. And now my most split is Awesome Andy.
What?
Yeah, I'm the only person in the world with mastery on him as far as I'm concerned. I know some people that are close, but yeah.
I love that for you. Yeah, top of B. I'm trying to think, like, if I'm looking at it, I'd rather play it over Electra and everything else. And then it works in a couple. Yeah, I agree. I agree with this top of B tier.
I think it's good end of turn. It got cut from a lot of the Sunlord stuff, but it's better just kind of in general use cases. It's got some good uses in High Evo. It's a good Superior Spider-Man enabler. You got all this stuff. It is a solid 1 cost. At a 1/1, it is A tier. It used to be the best card in the game at 1/1, all the way back in the very olden times. Nowadays, it is still just a solid card, and I gotta put it.
See, I think I'm bringing Sunspot back. I go look at the Discord in casual. I dropped my Dirty or 30er deck.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun, especially with the Magus change. So I love me some Sunspot.
I've been also
top of
playing
B.
with 2/3 Magus, and I've been liking that card quite a bit.
I love that. So I love 2/3 Magus.
Hood S. Not much else to say. I think.
For sure.
One step below Nico.
Yeah, I agree.
He's
And
really
he's
good.
got the coolest variant, the one with the different demon.
I got that.
variant.
I got a gold on gold crackle. It's awesome.
Yeah, gold. Nice. I got the ink split with gold crackle. So
Really good.
it looks so good.
It's so amazing. Let's talk about the Hunger, which I think is
it goes in my favorite deck.
You're a zombies fan.
So I'm a Infinity Zombie player. Infinity Ultron with the zombies, so much fun.
Yeah, I love IU. One of my favorites.
So I'm partial to Hunger again. Superior. A lot of these activate Superior Spider-Man as they should. Getting the Hunger going. Yeah, and it's a skill. I would almost say the B tier. But I'm just so partial to it.
I think just 1/3 that scales with your game plan. I think this is the best card in the zombies package.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that. I would actually.
Torres. It doesn't work with Marvel Boy, so I do have to ding it down a point.
It doesn't work with Marvel Boy.
But...
See, they don't work with Marvel Boy. Yeah. I would honestly put this after Blade before Ant-Man, based off of these thoughts because it goes with the game plan.
I don't know about that. I think that
it goes with the game plan.
It's enough. It's a weaker game plan, and it doesn't do as much to enable. Like, Blade is enabling a lot. Hunger is enabling less, that even though it's good stats, I kind of just gotta put it a bit lower. That although it's good and it in general is gonna play for 1/6 by the end of the game, I think there's other cards with more utility. Like, Ant-Man has a lot more utility than this, I want to say.
Okay, I'll give you the utility. I accept the utility.
To be fair, I think that as long as they're in the same tier, it's close enough. So
yeah, we're pinching pennies here.
We're splitting hairs. Let's talk about Titania. Now, Titania
I forgot this
used to
card
be
existed.
really strong in Clog, and then Clog got extinct.
Poor debris.
R.I.P. Think B.
You want to put Titania in B tier?
Yeah.
I was going to put her in like D right after Loki.
1/5 that doesn't automatically lose you the game is a little too high for D tier for my taste.
The problem is she automatically loses the game for me every time because I'm not smart enough to play around her, which is why she's a D tier.
You ever play
because I'm not smart.
You ever play some Green Goblin Titania?
I have 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, it's still really good. I didn't own this card 2.5 years ago. I'll be honest.
I don't know when it came out. Honestly,
it came out 2.5 years ago. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, did
it came out in that first Token Shop update? So it's been in the game for a while. Never been changed balance wise. I'm pretty sure it might have been a 1/4.
No, she's always been a 1/5. I think.
I think I'm gonna go above Squirrel Girl. I want to say.
Wow, you are high on this. I mean, she's good stats. I'll give her that.
Being Clog is really strong.
But there's no Clog decks anymore.
You can run just... maybe I'm too high. I think you're bringing me down to a top of C tier.
I will accept top of C tier.
But...
after M'Baku.
After, sure, we'll put her after Golden Gauntlet
Okay.
champion and Baku. But we'll be happy. Uatu. It is slightly better than useless, which is why it goes above F tier. But it is still almost useless.
Heard. Next. Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben. I like Uncle Ben. I think he's solid.
I like Uncle Ben.
But I think I can't
he's...
justify putting him over Baku.
I was going to agree. Like, yeah, I was going to say C under M'Baku. I definitely like it more than Titania.
Yeah.
I agree. It's got utility as well.
The last tier list I did was with another creator, August, who does a lot of like the graphics, and they are the only person with Uncle Ben mastery. So they were pretty low on the card as well, which was sad. But
Oh, that's really sad, especially with Uncle Ben Master. Damn, that is impressive.
yeah,
I don't think I have anything. Because I'm too ADHD.
Mhm.
I can't master anything ever. I'm like, I think I'm too. I've got Spider-Man mastered, but that's only because we've been given 1,000
We
Spider-Man
give him,
variants for free.
Yeah, I got one today actually. I got Silver Surfer mastered, and I saved because I knew the Sanctum variant was coming from data mines, so I spent all month saving up with bonus boosters 12 splits. So I split them all today. I got Inkwit diamonds.
That's pretty dope, actually.
Beautiful. And I also got a split
That's
that
pretty dope.
matches Andy with gold prism with gold Wakandan flare. It's sick.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. S tier.
Vulture, your turn.
Okay, Vulture. Here's the deal. And Vulture has to be the new. It's comparable to the new Human Torch, but it's clearly not as good as Human Torch because you can't get the super scaling. I think it just goes honestly next to Iron Fist, in my opinion. Yes, move bounce is good. Move is good in general. The Batroc's good. I'd rather be doing other things than scaling a Vulture.
That's why I think he's C.
Okay, at least we're both low on him.
Yeah, I think I'd put him below Kingpin. Here.
I accept that.
I just don't see
like
him
that.
anywhere. Like, he's okay, but I don't always see him. Speaking of cards I don't see anywhere, the worst one cost skill, Web-Sling.
You think? I mean, yes, it is the worst one-cost skill, but that's like saying that pumpkin pie is the worst pie. It's still good pie.
Pie isn't the worst pie. It's the best
It's
one.
not. I'm making a metaphor here. Metaphors, they go over my head. But I like Web-Sling. I like, because you can, again, you got them. It's a free move card. You can get things in the Sanctum. I'm not saying it's fantastic by any means. It's great in my move bounce Lin Lee deck that I built. But I would say, like, C tier above M'Baku.
Really? I haven't played this card in a single real deck. I
play it regularly.
Okay.
And love it.
Would you consider above Nebula?
Yes.
Okay. We'll go with that. I don't know if I can justify putting it over. Has a deck, can win games, is just a very solid card that I always run in Morgan Le Fay.
That's fair.
X23, it is, I think, based on the fact that it makes Destroy work, we are legally forced to put it in A tier.
I agree. Scroll up, let's see if there's anything.
It can be there, which I think it's going to be, but A tier makes sense.
Yeah, 100%.
Awful.
Yeah,
Vanish.
I forget.
If it was Destroy, it goes in D because it makes Mill, but it doesn't make a single deck. It's awful. Zabu.
Yeah, poor Yondu.
How the mighty have fallen.
I would at least put him next to Quicksilver.
I have seen some. I gotta do it. I think that's right. Yeah.
I still find myself being like, you know what? I think I want to put a Zabu here.
Yeah.
I think I've got enough 4-drops to play a Zabu.
I think I'm doing a separate.
Poor guy.
Viewers can stay tuned for this, but I'm doing a video on the most broken cards ever in Snap, complemented with like a voting system, so people can vote on which one they thought, and then we're doing like an awards follow up to it. 3/2 -2 Zabu is honestly one of like 3 cards that I think has a shot to win it all.
Yeah, I would go because they're in the same deck. Zabu or Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man, the old Spider-Man, I actually didn't put him on. I think he was the tier below.
Oh man, that was
It
rough when
was
you
a
would when we
toxic
got
card.
when we got
It
the
with the
absorbing
absorbing
man.
man. It was a
Yeah.
very toxic card. Zabu enabled all of that.
Oh, Zabu did. You're right.
I think ending it off with Zero, who is better Sauron.
Oh, for sure, better
So
Sauron.
I think we just got to put him one spot above Sauron and call it a day.
Yeah, I agree with that. Remember when Zero Shuri used to be a deck? That
That was
was
my
like the
first
first
infinite.
like
That was my first infinite.
that. I think that was my first infinite as well.
Just Sauron. This is our tier list. Let us know how much you disagree with us and hate our guts for putting X card and X tier in the comments below. I've been Smlz with Snap Academy. Muse, where can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube in just Muse_Snap, where we have all of our off-meta decks. Also on Twitch on Muse EXE, and hope to see you there where we're making crazy decks. We're doing a little spin the wheel giraffes, making some new stuff. Hopefully, see you on there eventually. I think we got Harry Perry coming on next. We just had it with Rez, so excited to see you there and see you flex some drafting skills.
All right. That's been it, everyone. Make sure to check out Muse in the description. I think I'm going to make this video so that it shows up as like both of us on it, so you'll be able to go directly to his channel from the video. He's been a great guest. I like this tier list a lot. I think it's pretty good. I think one costs are a very interesting cost because there's some that are like super heavy synergy based and some that are like super generic. So it has a lot of the spectrum, although it does make it a little bit tougher to rank. That's going to be it. Have a good one, y'all, and see ya.